I would never, ever tell staff to underreport health hazards.
Kathleen Hartnett-White spoke with confidence in November at her nomination hearing to lead the White House Council on Environmental Quality. But a Scripps investigation after the hearing showed her past as chair of the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality tells a different story. Documents reveal she supported altering test results for radiation in drinking water by subtracting the margin of error and lowering the results in order to help 35 water systems in Texas avoid violating EPA rules.
You can't change the federal standards by simply reporting a lower number. That's scientifically inappropriate, highly inappropriate.
Dr. Arjun Makhijani served on the EPA's Radiation Advisory Committee under George H.W. Bush's administration and points to the EPA's language in the Federal Register that tells state regulators EPA's interpretation of the rule is not to subtract the margin of error from test results.
If you're not obeying that rule, you're subjecting the public to a greater cancer risk than what we've agreed is acceptable.
White defended her actions, writing, EPA expressed how EPA interprets its rules and says, while I was at TCEQ, the agency followed TCEQ's interpretation. A spokesperson for the EPA says it knows of no other states that subtract the margin of error, adding the agency delegates regulatory authority to states only if their regulations are at least as stringent as the EPA's. White is now one vote away from becoming the top coordinator of environmental policy for all federal agencies. In 2008, the EPA asked Texas to abide by its rules, but White still stands by her interpretation.
I don't think government should be in the business of misrepresenting contamination in water.
The White House did not respond to questions, and it's now up to the full Senate to decide on whether or not to confirm White's nomination. A vote has not yet been scheduled. Mark Greenblatt for Scripps News in Washington.